I like project-based learning because it is a dynamic instructional tool in which students can immerse themselves into an open-ended problem-solving situation.
I think my favorite thing about project-based learning was that kids who might not always be the most typically successful in a general classroom setting had a way to express themselves differently. It wasn't just click this right answer, do this writing prompt. They could use a little more imagination and creativity, step outside the traditional box of what education is, and be successful in a way that was more comfortable and more natural to them.
I liked it gave an opportunity for all the students, no matter what their levels, to work together on a project and be able to contribute at the level they were at.
And I like just to see their creativity and how they work with people they don't normally work with.
The biggest obstacle to implementation is the upfront work that has to be done in order to keep things in the classroom moving smoothly.
Probably the grading. How do you grade it? They've worked so hard on this project, 2 to 3 weeks depending upon the project. The one we did, it was about almost 3 weeks by the time they get it all done. But how do you grade it? I mean, we had the Amazing Race that my kids did it on South America, where they had to pick six locations. Well, they had to learn about absolute and relative location. So that was something that I could assess them on. So I found little assessment things, but it was hard to figure out, how do I grade something like this?
I think for me the biggest obstacle for implementation is I am a very routine person. My students could tell you that, so for us to step outside that normal routine to do this project, they were used to the routine. I was used to the routine, and so it felt a little chaotic at times, but it was a good learning experience. And I think when you step outside that comfort zone is when you really see a lot of growth, both for them and for me.
Mine loved it. I asked them what they thought about it, and they said they loved it. It was fun. They liked the creativity to it, and it was cool to see other people's thinking and to work with people they don't normally work with.
My class loves them. I mean, I have the high ability, so we do a lot of projects anyway. So they love it because they get to work with other kids in their class. They get to own it. Again, they get to use their creativity to produce something. They like it from the regular routine of, here we gotta learn about this, here's a worksheet, or here's this quiz we've got to take. So it's something that they enjoy doing because they get to be with their friends in some respects and collaborate and work on something that's going to give them a finished product that they can own.
I thought it was really interesting. I really enjoyed doing it with the kids. It was fun to interact with them at a different level and see what they could come up with on their own. It was amazing to see what they came up with. And I even used it in one of my other classes. We did it together, but then I used it in another class.
I love doing the PBLs. The kids love it. Again, but my kids do a lot of those during the year, so they're used to it. But this was a little more extensive than what I've done before. So yeah, but they love doing them.
I think everybody needs to try PBL. The kids get excited about it because it is traditional learning, but in a different setting.